Hey, it's Carrie and Eddie here with Agency One Real Estate, and today we want to talk to you about the steps in buying a home. So, we will go through the steps, but the most important one is number one, meet with your real estate agents. No, really, but Eddie, why is that the number one most important thing to do first when buying a home?
So two reasons. One, it's so you and your agent understand the current conditions of the market.
Which can change
All the time.
frequently. Okay. Yeah.
Right. So you can come up with a clear strategy on the end of, obviously, we want the best house for you.
Mm-hmm.
And the second reason is for your agent to understand your needs and your wants.
Like maybe they need a 3-bedroom with a detached garage for some reason, or just maybe a simple 1-bedroom, 1-bath condo, right?
Right, but the wants also different than the needs.
Okay.
Yes, you may want to have a pool.
Maybe you don't need the pool. And then secondly, and it kind of almost ties for first, but you need to get money. So Eddie, where do people get money to buy a house? It doesn't come from the trees, right? You can't just pick them off those money trees.
So you can use two sources. One, a bank, regular bank. You go to apply, for a loan in a bank. The bank will always be able to offer you whatever they have available. The other option is to talk or to meet with a mortgage broker. A mortgage broker usually have a wider variety of product, so he can or she can offer you the best product possible in the market.
Suits each person's individual needs.
Uh-huh.
So maybe
Right.
a bank has 3 products and maybe a mortgage broker has 10.
Right.
So okay,
We
so
also would recommend for you to visit to talk to at least 3 professionals, no matter what you do,
okay,
and interview them and feel,
that's good advice.
Yeah.
So after you get your loan all worked out, you got your paperwork turned in, and the bank lets you know how much you can borrow, then comes the fun, exciting part, house hunting.
Yeah.
So what
That's
does that entail?
Well, look for a house that better fits you, and then see as many houses as you can and learn about it. But nowadays there is so many fun tools, wonderful tools in the internet. In fact, we have
That's
a
true.
really cool tool to offer you.
We do. We as brokers use the Northwest MLS for our searches, but we have a great free tool we can send to you. It's an app. You can gauge the distance from your house to work
Oh, it's amazing.
and
Yeah.
the school. You can.
Plus the information is is the current information, best information you can, even
Right.
history of the house, when it was last time it was sold for how much, and like you say, it measures the distance, so it's great tools out there. So let us know, and we'll send
Yeah.
that tool, that application to you.
So after house hunting, you find the perfect house, and the next step is to make an offer.
Mhm.
Now, what goes into making an offer?
So an offer, people, especially in this market, we call this market a seller's market, meaning that most of the buyers, they think they want to come up with a super high price. Not only the price is important, but the best. So they call it best and highest. So try to design an offer that is actually good for you, but also for the seller, so obviously the seller can accept your offer.
Like maybe a piece of the best would be if they need a quick closing. Maybe they're moving in a week and they really need to move fast, or maybe their other house hasn't closed and they might need 2 months in their home. So you could write that into your offer.
Right, so match the offer that better suits not only you, but also the seller. So for that, your agent should contact the other agent, the listing agent, so you understand what the seller wants and needs are.
Okay, so say they accept your offer, and then the next step is to write an earnest money check.
Uh-huh.
Now, who gets that? Is that a bonus for us?
No.
Oh,
No,
what
the
is
earnest money is basically your deposit. You're holding the property, but in lieu of that, you're putting at the earnest money. But neither the seller or the buyer or we hold that amount. A company called the escrow company or the title company will hold that money for you, and it's your deposit. So at the end,
You get that money back.
it's a credit.
It just goes back. Okay.
Exactly.
All right. So we've sent the earnest money off. Next is to do an inspection. And Eddie, why is an inspection so important?
So the inspection, super important. The inspection is done not by you, not by your uncle, not by your neighbor. It's done by a licensed and bonded home inspector professional in the state of Washington. So during that process, you're gonna be in the house with the inspector with about between 3 and 4 hours, and it costs about between $500 and $600, so you know.
Okay.
And then you're gonna be able to do two things: look for possible defect of the home, to look for what's wrong with the home, right? And also to find the good things about the house.
There should be some good things
Oh,
about
many.
the house.
That's why you liked it in the
Right.
beginning. So that's
Yeah.
going to reconfirm what you like it, and you also want to see what you didn't like. You understand what you can repair later.
And it's nice that you're right there with the inspector. You
Right.
can ask them any questions, like maybe the furnace looks weird and they might give you some information on that. Or,
Yeah.
you know, they've seen hundreds of homes, so they're experts. They can answer all your questions.
Yeah, exactly. It'll give you little tips on how to clean the roof, for example,
Or
the furnace, how to
yeah.
do a maintenance on the furnace, or
So then you have the home inspection, but then you also kind of have a title inspection. Now, what happens with title?
okay. So title inspection, that's also very important. So the title basically is this document that goes with the property. So in there you find out if there is any debt, any what we call liens, any
Okay.
liens, you know. So you want to know, because they need to be satisfied, they need to be paid off before the property is transferred to another party.
Okay.
And the very important thing on title is the fact that you find out the regulations, the conditions, covenants, and regulations, especially in condominiums, and that's called the
Okay.
CCNRs. As you know, some neighborhoods you cannot do.
Right. There's some neighborhoods that might have a $40 monthly fee.
Right.
And, you know, maybe a restriction is you can't have your aunt living on the street or, you know, in the Winnebago for a month.
Yeah, right.
Or
Or you
park
cannot
a
paint the house these colors,
purple
etc.
or-
So,
yeah.
right. So you
So-
want to know what the regulations are in your house. So that's
Or
title.
maybe sometimes no parking.
Yeah, sometimes.
Like overnight or anything like that.
Or RVs or.
So then the title's done, and then next the bank wants to appraise it. Now, why do they want to do that?
So the bank, think about this. The bank sends someone called the appraiser to make sure that the house. There is two things about the house: that its condition is livable, its condition for you to live in the house.
That's nice.
Okay. And also the value. Make sure that you are paying it's called fair market value, that you're paying the right amount for this house. Based on that, they're going to lend you the money.
So after the appraiser comes, the home comes in at the value that the seller and you're offering, and then the bank will approve that loan. So then that loan is approved. They say, yes, you can have that house. And then the next step would be, so there's two next steps. You want to do a final walkthrough before.
Very important. Yes.
And then also you're going to sign you're going
All
to
your
sign your
documents.
life away.
Uh-huh.
You're going to sign the documents at the title and escrow company.
So it's recommended for you to complete a walkthrough. And in the walkthrough, you're going to confirm everything in the house. In
It's
case
still standing.
the house still there.
You haven't seen it in a month or so,
Right.
maybe.
And then you also can confirm whatever the because prior to the inspection, you probably renegotiated some items for
Maybe
the
some
seller.
repairs or
The
something.
repairs. So you want to confirm that the seller
That's a
actually
good
did
idea.
some repair,
That's a good idea.
completed the
Okay.
repair. So
Yeah.
you're going to do a walkthrough, and then you're going to go and sign at the escrow company or title company.
Yeah. Sign your life away.
Right.
Get that mortgage. And then how long? And then it gets recorded at
Usually the next day.
county.
Usually the next day is get recorded in the county.
And what does
with your
that
name.
mean, like recorded?
Well, recorded means that it gives actual notice. It gives concrete notice. Give public notification that you are the new owner of the house.
Yay.
And you'll see it in the public records. You go into the website and you see your name.
See your
Owns a
name.
house.
And then so at that point when it's recorded, you get to hand over the keys and welcome to your new home.
Yeah.
See, that wasn't that painful.
No,
That's
very
pretty easy.
Yeah. It takes about 40, I would say between 30 and 40 days to complete from the time that you put an offer. Give it about, 30
Okay.
days or so.
So if you are thinking about buying a home and you would like to interview two awesome agents, Carrie and Eddie here with Agency One, we are happy to answer any questions and help you with your home buying or selling needs.